Greenland. He's been hysterical, and what will he get? Some sort of deal where resources are going to be allowed to be mined by the Americans, while the Danes have done nothing ever to open up the rare earths market there. They're sitting on their hands. Their newfound love for Greenland is beyond hypocrisy. There were forced sterilizations of the Inuit, as there were all over in the United States, by the way, in Canada as well. But let's not pretend they've loved the Inuit up there. This happened into the 1980s. They've done nothing to patrol their waters for the last 70 years. The United States does that at cost, so they're not managing their territory in any sort of sovereign fashion. That's a fiction that really doesn't pass the laugh test. And they've done nothing to deal with the rare earths. And so Donald Trump, going back to the Monroe Doctrine, as you put it, the Monroe Doctrine, the Trump corollary of the Roosevelt corollary of the Monroe Doctrine is what it is. And it explains what's going on with Marco Rubio in Panama. It explains what's going on in Greenland. It explains what just went on in Venezuela. It's all the same thing. In a multipolar world with the U.S. as chairman of the board, but a lot of other board members, you secure your near abroad. Power is a wellspring that springs from your people and your neighborhood. That's how spheres of influence work. He's just thrown the Chinese out of Venezuela. They met with Maduro 3 minutes before he was captured. That made a point. He's thrown the Chinese companies out of either end of the Isthmus of Panama, a move Teddy Roosevelt would love. And now he's looking at the do-nothing Danes and saying, either you deal with us on this or we're just going to walk in and take it. And you and 3 dog sleds aren't going to stop us. Cue the hysteria. Cue the Davos man going crazy. And now we're talking about a deal that will be based either on Cyprus, where the British have bases and own the specific bits of land on Cyprus around those bases, or Guantanamo Bay, Gitmo, where there are leases that last indefinitely. It's probably the latter, could be either, where the U.S. has an indefinite lease on Cuban property, but in fact, the Cubans in theory own it, but in practice, the Americans have it in perpetuity. That will be the lease. And under the 1951 treaty, they can extend. The Danes can feel good because, after all the Europeans care about is symbolism anyway. They don't care about doing anything. So everybody's happy with that. And then somebody in The Guardian will snidely say he backed down. It's a taco where he just got leasing rights forever. He just got mineral rights. Without asking the Danes, he just got exposure to Golden Dome when a missile defense shield is built. He's got everything he wants and de facto has sovereignty over what he needs. Who's the winner there? While the Europeans cosplay about mattering, we care as realists about substance. And on the substance, he's done another ask for the stars, get the moon thing. And this is part of what he does.